What's going on, guys? My name is Will and welcome to PLC85. So for everything new with gaming and funny reaction videos, subscribe and do not forget to hit the notification bell because we post videos every single day. Now in today's episode we'll be reacting to Point Break Pitch Meeting by Screen Rant. Anything that Ryan George does is golden, and I always react to everything he does. Love his videos, so let's get into it because I believe it's going to be a funny one.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's about bank robbing surfers. Yep. I'm buying that. Let's do this. Oh.
Sold.
I mean, do you want to hear the story? Or
Sold.
I guess so, but that's, I'm already in. Well, great, okay. So we're gonna meet this guy named Johnny Utah, right? Okay, and what's his real name? Johnny Utah. I mean, I don't believe you. Well, that is what we're going with. And so this guy's a new FBI agent in Los Angeles, and he meets his new partner, Pappas. Right. And he's gonna learn about these bank robbers called the ex-presidents. And these guys are super precise. They're in and they're out in 90 seconds. They only steal from the cash drawers. Oh, very smart. And Pappas has this theory that these guys are surfers, and Johnny's like, well, I can infiltrate the surf world. This guy had a theory that they were in the surfer community and never looked into the surfer community. No, he needed Johnny Utah to think of that part, so they're gonna send him undercover. Wow. And let me tell you, Johnny's the perfect person to be an undercover agent in the field because he's, a famous person with a bad knee. Wait, what? Yeah, he's a highly recognizable football star with mobility issues. Wait, this doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense at all. Whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, so Johnny gets himself a surfboard and he starts surfing. So wait, there are like thousands of surfers in Los Angeles and a bunch of beaches. It's gonna be hard for him to infiltrate the exact group he's looking for. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, literally the first person he encounters turns out to be the ex-girlfriend of the lead bank robber. Oh, wow, yeah, that is convenient. Incredibly so. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? You tell me. No. Okay. Yeah, so he meets this girl, Tyler, and she yells at him for being an irresponsible surfer, and he's like, oh, I am into this girl. Ah, he's attracted to her? He is, yeah, so he watches her change through some binoculars. Oh, what? No, that's incredibly creepy. Actually, no, it's not creepy because he's the main character and also good looking. Oh, okay. So then he uses his position in the FBI to look up her personal information. Very romantic now that I know that he's good looking. It is, yeah, and he finds out that her parents are dead, so he's like, oh, perfect. What? Well, he's like looking for a conversation starter, right? Because this girl is his main lead. And does he know that she has the connection he needs for his case? Not at all. He just saw an attractive girl on the beach and he's pursuing that in the hopes that it's gonna pay off, which of course it will. Well, great. So he goes to see her at the diner where she works and he's like, man, now that my parents are dead, I'm free to do whatever I want and stop living for them. Yeah, I feel like that's not the right approach to bond with someone who has dead parents. Well, somehow it works immediately and she agrees to teach him how to surf. Oh, well, fantastic. And what undercover name does he give himself? Oh, no, he just uses his real name, Johnny Utah, because again, he's famous. Right. So then Johnny is gonna meet Tyler's ex, this guy named Bodie, and of course the surfers all recognize Johnny because he's a famous football star. Yeah, I feel like this isn't a safe way to be undercover. Yeah, don't worry about it. And so then Johnny becomes a part of the crew immediately. Well, great. And then one day Johnny's gonna get attacked by these super violent surfer guys. I mean, these guys are just insane. Oh no, crazy people. And so Johnny's gonna be like, oh, maybe these are the sophisticated bank robbers. That doesn't seem to add up. Yeah, but he looks them up in the FBI system and turns out they do have criminal records. Right, okay, but that still doesn't mean they're the sophisticated bank robbers. So anyway, they go raid these guys' house. Okay. And so Pappas goes to the front door and he does this whole bit about how he has a lost dog and stuff. Well, why would he do that? Why don't they just raid the house with the element of surprise? I don't know, but because he does that, the bad guys have time to grab guns and the whole thing turns into an absolute bloodbath. I'm starting to think these guys are not very good FBI agents. Oh, also turns out one of the guys in that crew was an undercover DEA agent. Really? Yeah, and he's like, these guys weren't even around for some of the ex-president's bank robberies. What are you guys doing here? And none of that showed up on the FBI file for these guys? I guess they didn't notice that part. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, yeah, these guys are very bad at their jobs. Well, you say that now, but Johnny is eventually gonna realize that the people he's hanging out with are bank robbers. Oh, well, good, that's great. Yeah, so he goes on a stakeout on their next bank robbery, but then he misses it because he was ordering meatball subs and Pappas was reading a newspaper in the car. Oh my god. Anyway, then when they realize the bank is being robbed, Johnny starts chasing them. Is he like covering his face or something? No, he's not covering his face at all. He's just fully sprinting at the people with whom he's been undercover for weeks. Okay. So he ends up going on this massive foot chase with Bodie. They're gonna go through a neighborhood where nobody locks their doors for some reason. Bodie's gonna throw a dog at Johnny. Oh, throwing dogs at people is tight. And eventually Eventually, Johnny's gonna hurt his bad knee and not be able to run anymore. Oh no. Yeah, so he takes out his gun and fires a bunch of shots into the sky while screaming. Well, that's a terrible strategy. There's no way those bullets are gonna hit their target. Oh no, this is like a frustration thing because he can't bring himself to shoot his new friend. Oh, okay, gotcha. So anyway, then Johnny heads to see Tyler, who's pretty much his girlfriend now. His cover's blown and he immediately goes to the woman with a direct connection to the criminals. He does, yeah. Well, okay then. And she ends up finding out that he's an FBI agent because he left his badge lying around. Oh, he's just so very bad at being an FBI agent. He's not great at it, no. So then Bodhi and the gang show up and they're like, hey, Johnny, let's go skydiving. Okay, but they definitely know he's an FBI agent though, right? They do, yeah. They have a whole conversation about it. And he must know that his cover's blown because he ran at them with an exposed face for an extended period of time. He must know, yeah. So what is this? Well, they're gonna go skydiving. It's gonna be a fun skydiving scene. They enjoy skydiving. Do they plan on killing him mid-air or something? No, it's just they have a fun skydiving scene. They all land safely. Okay, but like why though? Well, see, the thing is later on in the movie, Johnny's gonna have to jump out of a plane, so we have to establish that he's done that before. Maybe just throw in a line of dialogue at some point. Right. Well, instead of that, we're gonna have this random skydiving scene, so I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about it. Oh, let me get off of that bad boy. So then Bodhi's gonna be like, oh, by the way, I had Tyler kidnapped and I'm gonna have her killed if you don't help us rob a bank. He's still gonna rob a bank even though the FBI knows who he is? That's right. Well, okay then. But then Bodhi strays from the plan and goes to the vault and everything goes wrong and crew members die and a cop gets killed. Why would he change his classic 90-second plan that ensures they never get caught? Well, because the movie's almost done. We gotta raise the stakes a little. That's fair. And then later Pappas is gonna get killed and Johnny's gonna get on another plane with Bodhi. Oh boy. And Bodhi jumps out of the plane and Johnny's gonna have to follow him without a parachute. This isn't his first time jumping out of a plane. I learned that earlier. Correct. This is his second time, so he's an expert now. He maneuvers and catches up to Bodhi and grabs on. Wow. So he ends up landing with him and getting reunited with Tyler, and she is so happy to see him. Wasn't she mad at him because of the FBI thing? Yeah, but now that his shenanigans got her kidnapped and almost killed, she's all over that. Oh, well, great. And then we're gonna jump to months later in Australia, and Johnny tracks down Bodhi. How did he know he was gonna be there? Because Bodhi kept talking about this 50-year storm happening that he absolutely had to surf. Oh, smart. He did his job well this time. So then Johnny's gonna be like, you know, I've been tracking you for months and I finally caught up with you. So why would he waste the FBI's money doing that if he knew this guy was gonna be here on that day? I don't know, but then Johnny goes to arrest Bodhi and Bodhi's like, hey man, just let me surf this wave, okay? Just let me die on this wave. And Johnny's like, okay. Oh. Yeah, he really wanted to die on this wave, and so Johnny lets him do that and then tosses his badge and he quits being an FBI agent. No sequels or franchising or anything like that? Well, I don't really know if you can make a franchise out of an FBI agent in Los Angeles infiltrating an adrenaline-based group of criminals and also falling in love with a waitress with a direct personal connection to said gang.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. That to me, right? What a... You know what? Seeing younger Keanu is kind of tripped me out every once in a while. I think I've seen this movie before, but I don't truly remember. It had to have been years ago. But going back to what I was saying, seeing younger Keanu Reeves, it's not like he looks so different from older Keanu Reeves, but when you see the beard and everything, it kind of tripped me out. So I just remember Keanu Reeves now having a beard and looking a bit more older and rugged. So seeing him when he's a lot more younger is a total mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said before, I think I've seen this movie. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to rewatch this movie. Oh my god, so much points that didn't make sense, especially older movies. It was like, all right, let's just go for it, right? Older movie just kind of went forward. And when you're watching it as a younger person, you don't really think about all these things not adding up, not making sense. You know, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So this was actually pretty. It wasn't. Not his best pitch meeting, but Keanu Reeves is in it, and I guess if you take anything from Cyberpunk 2077, it must be good, right? Anyway, before everybody attacks me in the comments about this in Cyberpunk, I guess that's it for now, guys. What do you think of the movie? What did you think of this pitch meeting? Did you see Point Break? Let me know in the comments below. If you just subscribed, if you're just new, don't forget to subscribe. Give me one of those bad boys, and yeah, hit the notification bell. Also, for the PLC 85 community, if you made it this far, if you're having problems with the notification, I'm going to do an update. What you want to do is unsubscribe and subscribe again and hit the notification bell and hit all. that might help, because a lot of you guys have been DMing me saying that we're not being notified to your videos. We're seeing your videos very late. Anyway, guys, my name is Will. Don't forget, where there's a will, there is a way. Thanks for watching.